And only a little bit left of this section of The Grey King, which is called The Grey King in the book The Sleepers. Will has wrapped up his encounter with the Grey King, who wants him to leave, says he cannot wake the sleepers. And if he does, he will do the closest thing the dark can to removing somebody from existence. So we'll pick up at the paragraph break. He slipped upstairs to his room to hide the harp. Calling a greeting to Aunt Jen, she called back over her shoulder, without turning, stirring a pot carefully, at the stove. But when Will came downstairs again, the big kitchen seemed full of people. His uncle and Reese were roving restlessly about, faces taut with concern. John Rowlands had just come through the door. "Did you see him?" Reese burst out anxiously to Rowlands. John Rowlands' weather-lined brown face gained a few extra lines as his eyebrows rose. "Who should I have seen?" David Evans pulled a chair and dropped wearily into it. He sighed. "Caradog Pritchard was outside just now. There's no end to this madness. He claims that another of his sheep was worried by a dog this afternoon and killed this one. He says that it happened right there in his yard again, and that he and his wife saw everything, and he swears up and down that the dog was Penn." "Waving his gun about he was, the damn lunatic," Reese said angrily. "He would have shot the dog for sure, if you and Penn had been here. Thank God you were not." John Rowland said mildly, "I am surprised he was not waiting for us at the gate." "I told him you were out late on the mountain after some ewes," said Will's uncle, his neat head bent, despondent. "No doubt the fool will be out there looking for you." "Shoot a sheep he will, I shouldn't be surprised," John Rowland said. "If he can find the black ewe, that is." But David Evans was too shaken to smile. "Let him do that, and I will have him off the Tywin police station, dogs or no dogs. I don't like it, John Rowlands. The man is acting as if I don't know. I really think that his wits have begun to turn. Raving he was. Dogs killing sheep is a bad thing, heaven knows, but he was acting as wild as if it was children had been killed. If he had had children, I think it is as well he has not. Penn has been with me all day without a break," John Rowland said, his deep voice tranquil. "Of course he has," said Reese. "But Caradog Pritchard would not believe that, even if he had watched you every minute of the day with his own eyes. He is that bad, and he will be back tomorrow, there is no doubt at all." "Perhaps Betty Pritchard will be able to make him see reason before then." "Perhaps Betty Pritchard will be able to make him see reason before then," said Aunt Jen. "Though she has never had much luck before, goodness knows. He must be a hard man to be married to, that one." John Rowlands looked at Will's uncle. "What shall we do?" "I don't know," David Evans said, shaking his head morosely. "What do you think?" "Well," John Rowlands said, "I was thinking that if you were not using the Land Rover this morning, I might go very early up the valley and leave Penn for a few days with Idris Jones Tybont." Will's uncle lifted his head, his face brightening for the first time. "Good, very good. Jones Tybont owes you a favour for borrowing the tractor this summer. He is a good fellow, and one of his dogs is from the same litter as Penn." "That is a very good idea," Reese said simply. "And we are out of plugs for the chainsaw. You can pick up one in Abergavenny coming home." Rowlands laughed. "All settled, then." "Mr. Rowlands," Will said, "could I come too?" They had not noticed he was there, heads turned in surprise to where he stood on the stairs. "Come and welcome," John Rowlands said. "That would be nice," Aunt Jen said. "I was just thinking yesterday that we hadn't taken you to Talia Lynn yet. That's the lake up there. Idris Jones's farm is right next to it." "Caradog Pritchard would not dream that the dog might be there," said David Evans. "It will give him time to cool off." "And if the sheep killing goes on," Reese said, deliberately. He left the sentence hanging. "There's a thought now," Will's aunt said. "We must make sure Caradog thinks Penn is still here. Then if he sees Penn with his own eyes savage as sheep again tomorrow, there will be a quick answer for him." "Good, then," John Rowland said. "Penn is at home having his supper. I think I will go and join him. We will leave at 5:30, Will. Caradog Pritchard is not the earliest riser in the world." Perhaps young Bran would like to go with you, being a Saturday, said David Evans, leaning back relaxed now in his chair. I don't think so, Will said. And that is the end of the section called The Grey King.